just to make this official, I've discussed a bunch of this in the live stream I did just a little while ago, although it's probably processing. The longer you talk on live stream, the longer it takes to talk or to process and actually upload, or not really upload, it's already uploaded, but for YouTube to actually show it. So I'm sure some of you will be catching up on that. It was kind of a long live stream, but I explained, me and Trader Boss, he's got a really good opportunity to deal with working like I don't know if it's a trading desk or what his thing is, but because he's doing that, there's a bit of a conflict of interest to also post in the trade call group. So I'm kind of taking that, doing my own thing with it. I wish him the best of luck doing his thing. And I've decided, well, it really makes more sense to go to Patreon because they've got a lot of stuff there set up for you. I can post, I can do stuff. You guys will get automatically emailed, and I don't have to worry about my website or any issues. The website's staying up. Anyone that has access to the training courses and that stuff, it will stay up. You'll have access to that stuff. So this is the website. This is Patreon. It's just /JSnip4. And then I just put memberships to take you right to the page here. I just put up like a little $5 one because there's going to be people who like, dude, I'd just like to throw you a bone, but I don't need anything. I don't want anything. All right. Well, how about $5? That's cool. This is the main one, $20. This is where I'm going to be posting what used to be on Telegram, like a trade call, or maybe it's some information I just got from, the CEO or head guy at one of these crypto companies. Hey, Joe, on Tuesday, we're going to be releasing a report about this and that, or we're about to do this with our, we got accepted in an exchange, don't tell anybody, but we're going to be listed on an exchange. And even if he tells me the exchange, which I've had happen, and he says, don't say it, I'll have to tell you, I'm going to have to keep that quiet until I'm allowed to say it. But I can at least tell you, hey, such and such crypto, trade call coming out. I think it might be listed on exchange soon. I'll put that in there. That's the kind of stuff that I personally would put in the Telegram group. Jay was more of the trade call, technical analysis, okay, get in here. But again, market was down, it's gone sideways, gone down more. And I did post some things, whether it was some psychic stuff. I mean, you go back in the trade call, if you guys were in that group, you'll see some of the stuff I posted and when the market moved and stuff. And I, just not to toot my own horn or anything, but I've made a few good calls in there. I want to bring that here. That's what's happening. But aside from that, again, sometimes I'll get some information or like I was talking in the live stream, Michelle White Dove and Pete, and hey, she wants these 3 coins, Joe. Before we say anything, can you make sure she gets them first? Yeah, sure. I'd like to come to you guys right off the bat in the Patreon members. That's what this $20 one is. $20 a month. To say, hey, she wants this. She just bought more. Matter of fact, I got it for her. It was, it's one of these exchanges where they can't really navigate. I got it for her. And here's what she said about it, by the way, which isn't public yet, to give you an idea. Why did she want it? Why, I get this information. I think I've built these relationships, whether it's with some of these crypto companies that say, wow, Joe, you're a good influencer on YouTube. You got a lot of following. And when you talk about cryptos, people listen. That's why we want you. And that's also why I've had to have a million emails. No, I'm not interested. Not interested. No, I don't like the project. Nope. But a few I feel like will turn into something. That's when I bring them to you guys. But I've made all these connections. So sometimes they reach out to me and tell me some interesting stuff. Oh, man, if I was guessing, I'd say your crypto might go up based on that. Let me put this out to the trade call group just to let them know, hey, whatever it is, all I'm saying. So that's what this is going to be. And I've got, like I said, I've got a couple of guys that do some pretty good TA, technical analysis. And I may use their services, so to speak. Maybe I'll grab one over here full time. I'm not really sure. To throw out some calls. Actual, trade calls. And we'll see how that goes. But again, $265 a month like we were charging before, and then we kind of went sideways. We weren't giving out too many calls. I stepped in there like, what, I've seen some things here that I would see last year that I'd be all over. I'm not keeping that quiet. Let me go say something in the trade room. And then sure enough, boom, something popped. Great, excellent. Grab your profit and get out of there. Then there's the other ones like Neo recently I've talked about in the trade call group, as well as The Key in the trade call group. And yes, Michelle White Dove was very much wanting Neo very recently, like badly, because of what she felt was about to happen with crypto market and Neo specifically, but even more so, Digibyte. So I told her how easily she could use the Exodus wallet to do that. Oh, you already got crypto on there. Here, if you unless you want to use cash, then you got to do it a little differently. But they said, no, we'll switch some of this out for that. So that worked out. But anyways, it's times like that I want to be able to come out here as soon as I'm done talking with them and helping them. You got it? You guys are taken care of? Yep. Okay. Hey, everybody else, check this out. Except everybody else is going to be the Patreon group first, the $20 one. This $40 one kind of came to me at the last minute, and I was like, I know there's going to be people who constantly ask questions, and hey, Joe, how do I do this? Joe, how do I do that? And can you help me with this? And by help me, I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't mean I'm going to go buy some coins for you and move them around and all that stuff. I can't do that. That's a different kind of a service that I don't think I can do for you. Not that I don't think I can. I won't do that. But I'm talking about where someone's having trouble, like, Joe, I don't know how to use this wallet. Joe, how do I use this exchange? Like, how do I transfer this? Oh, that specific exchange, let me show you. And then I actually go and do a video, and I'll probably upload it publicly. Why not? It's just great information. But specifically for that $40 member. Hey, here's your video. But why keep it private? Other people can benefit from it. That's the point. And you'll have a direct line of email communication with me in which I don't just say, I'm not answering that, delete. I'm not like I have to do now because I get so many freaking emails. So what I'll probably do is set up an additional email account, I think. More than likely, I think I will. That way, I know if I give that email out, it's mainly to the Patreon people here at the $40 one. And they can ask me questions, and you will get a response. There will never be me, I don't want to answer that. Let me just delete it. Like, no, you're asking because you're a member of this, what I'm calling the JSNIP4 Elite. So I thought, because that comes up from time to time where people, I'll pay you, Joe, if you can just help me. And I'm like, I don't have the time, But again, if I can get to a certain number of patrons here, or patrons, I may be able to quit my day job like way faster than I initially anticipated. However, I'll still need to be there, honestly, from right now, 2 to 3 months from now. I've got to get this other guy, friend of mine actually, who's definitely qualified to take over what I do there, trained up on database stuff and everything. It's going to take a while. But I was thinking, honestly, it'll probably be next year sometime. But if I'm just telling you, if these Patreon, if I can get, which I think my number I need to be, I want to say a minimum of, I think, 300 would be like the bare minimum, at least at the $20 one. In other words, about $6,000 a month, I could work with that. But that's my, that would work because now I've got a ton of time. I don't have a job anymore. Again, I'm staying there for the next 2 to 3 months. I'm fulfilling my obligation with them. I'll make sure they are in a very good spot when I leave. But it's going to take at least a minimum of like 2 months. So I felt like, okay, then I'll be able to focus on this stuff full time. And one of the things that sometimes just doesn't get out there in the news, yet it's available, if you just look to try to find it, is things like, oh, such and such coin is about to be listed on such and such exchange. And one of those, which recently happened, let's see, CoinMarketCap. I was just talking about this in live stream. I just want to bring it up again. This thing called Self-Key. I believe I saw the post. Pretty sure that it was just listed on Binance. Yes. And this thing rocketed up. Now notice it's down 14% all of a sudden. However, when something gets listed, that's the time to run on it, jump on it. The question is, where do you get out? This thing, sitting over here, not even a penny, almost a penny, gets to a penny here. This is the 28th. This is 2 days ago. Okay? And then runs up to what? From a penny to 4 pennies. That's 4 times your money. It's stuff like this that I'll be able to go and spend the proper time because I don't have a 40-hour work week now. Okay? And find the, in other words, not saying that I'm not going to do this other stuff, like the trade call stuff, like that would be a hell of a trade call, wouldn't it? Hey guys, this thing's fixing to get listed over here. Load up on this. And by the way, not every single time a coin hits an exchange, sometimes they don't do that, but most of the time they do. And that's all we're after. Most of the things that we get into, whether in this group or wherever, you want most to work out. That's the name of the game. Not all, just most. Because that's how you make money, and that's how you flip into other coins. And, you know, wow, now I've got 4 times the money I had before. In this instance with that self-key or whatever. Well, now what do I do? Well, get your profit back out. You got your, if you had $1,000 bucks, you just made 4,000. Again, on trades, I don't I'm not gonna sit here and recommend people put in thousands in any trade. A safe bet is $100 to $200. But there are some people out there who have the money that say, I don't care, I'm gonna put in even heavier. But you got to look at things. What's the volume like, you know? And in this case, I mean, $188 million in volume. There is plenty there for massive profits of, not massive profit, but massive amount of money. You could have put in $10,000 into this thing, 40K. Done. But you would have had to have known, where the hell do I get out of here? And it's that part that when something new is being listed on an exchange, that I don't even know if the best chartist or me or whoever could tell you, oh, get in at 4 times out. You know, take your profit 4 times, or take it at 100% or 2 times your money. You're going to have to kind of decide that. My job would, in this case, would be, guys, guess what's about to happen again? Get ready to capitalize on it. That's it. I may give you some ideas. Well, you know what? 100% profit. You're doubling your money. You can't go wrong there. And then what happens? Oh, man, it only went up 50%. Damn. Came back down. That's why plan your trade, trade your plan. If 50% is good enough for you, pull the damn trigger, set your orders in, and be done with it. And watch them fill. You might just say, well, maybe I'll place some orders at 50% profit, and I'll place some others at 75%, and I'll place some others at 100%. That way you're stacked across the board, and at the end of the day, if they all filled, hell, maybe you're up a total of 75%. That's not freaking bad in a damn day or two if it goes like this, right? And many times it does. But this is one thing. The other thing, you know, I've had, and I'll put the link up obviously, but for this, and again, for most people, all you need is the $20 one. The $40 one, you get the stuff in the $20 one, but you also get access to me to whenever you need a question answered. I'm your guy. That does not mean all of a sudden I'm like jumping into your computer and helping you trade. Like, that's not what that is. But I will absolutely answer every email. And let's not get crazy either. They're sending me an email every single day, 3 emails a day. Like, let's be real, but I'm here for you. And I will absolutely get back to you in a very quick time period, by the way. Like, probably the same exact day, maybe right away. I don't know. Depends on what's going on. Now, if I'm here and I'm done with my day job, oh, forget about it. I'll be answering really quickly. And then again, the other thing, well, can you show me how to do this? Can you show me how to do this or that? Yeah, I can. Certainly can. But I don't know that I'll sit here and be asking, you know, answering question after question of, Joe, what do you think about this coin? Joe, what do you think about that coin? Joe, what do you think about... I may entertain that for a little bit, but that stuff gets old. And because I can't just go over there and spend a little bit of time and, okay, here's what I think. Like, you got to spend some serious time looking over everything, the team, their background, the white paper, and even then, it can look fantastic, like Tezos did, and then the whole thing implodes and there's lawsuits and everyone's money's tied up and all that stuff. So I would urge anyone that thinks about, what do you think about this going, to just keep that into consideration. Like, even if I come back to you and say, man, I think this is going to be a damn good one. It may not. But I'll still try to help you out and answer it. But again, I don't want so many of those questions coming. What do you think about this coin? Because that'll never end. And I'll have to spend the amount of time that I feel comfortable doing research on a coin, which is more than a little bit of time. And that's not the kind of stuff I really want to deal with. So I'll be upfront with you now. So yeah, so that's it. I mean, I had the live stream. I explained why me and Jay are kind of parting ways and stuff. And this is going to be the new platform. This is going to be, you know, and it ain't no 200 something. It's $20 a month. The $40 includes all the $20 and then a little bit extra, little bonus for, you know, direct contact. You know, and that's the thing. Like the other day, Neo. I keep talking about Neo and Digibyte and Neo and the key, not self key. The key is one that rides on the Neo blockchain. It's doing really good right now. It had a nice little pump today. This is one that's on the Neo blockchain, and when Neo goes up, honestly, I can't say for sure, but theoretically, the rest of the tokens that are on that damn blockchain should go up to some level. That's what we saw with Ethereum, with all the ERC20 tokens. When Ethereum's pumping, all those tokens were running with it automatically. For the most part, all of them. Is there one that's crapping out because it's a piece of crap? Sure. But generally speaking, the rest of them run with it on that blockchain. And Neo is freaking cheap. compared to where it has been. The key, nearing a penny. It's been as high as when it first came out, whatever, almost 4 cents. But again, this is also back when, February, the whole damn market did what? Some of these coins have gone down 5 times from where they were. You know, or where they'd be 5 times to go back. In other words, 5 times to go back to where they were. Some are even 10 times. You know, this thing's almost about a penny, whatever. Goes back to 4 or 5 times. So this is right in line with some of these other coins. But again, I'm banking on the fact that this is and this came out as a trade for me, by the way, in the Telegram group originally, that this is a facial recognition and stuff. Chinese people are, again, I keep saying it, the Chinese government's all over this. This is the kind of thing that can be used for that. May take a little while, but again, if you just bury that little thing over here in your little hodl stash for a little while, you may see it run up here shortly to where you're like, oh, hell with this, I'm taking a profit. But, and let me share the screen. So that's the key. And then I also recently, again, I have to give Neo out at $28. I gave that coin out. Again, not to brag. Oh, it's 31. I'm not here to brag about it. I'm just saying I gave it at 28 because I think this thing's going to go much, much higher. And then sure as crap, Pete's calling me, texting Michelle. She wants some Neo too. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about this lately because it's so damn cheap. And she wants some all of a sudden. Spirit's telling her something, whatever. Hey, you know me. Let's roll. So I helped them get some. And I helped them show them how to get some Digibyte too. But Neo, last time it was at this price range was last year. I mean, did we kind of get there? Oh yeah, 40 something bucks. How would you like 40 something bucks right now if you got it at $28? You'd be pretty damn happy, wouldn't you? But remember, we had this happen, then all of a sudden this thing runs up 150, 160 bucks. And then the Chinese thing happened right at the end of the year, beginning of next year, this year really. We're banning ICOs and we're doing it. Oh no, Chinese got scared off. You know they're going to come back. You know the Chinese government will at some point say, okay, it's okay. I just read something a few days ago that was a step in the right direction for the Chinese government. And they said, oh yeah, that first they banned this and then they did that. Now the Chinese regulation something, you know, taking a step. And I'm like, there we go. Start of the process. But Neo is a Chinese coin and they love it. It's a blockchain. It's its own blockchain. And it does things similar to Ethereum where you can have other coins on the blockchain. So here's where I'm going with this. This thing got to 160 bucks. It's $28. Well, it was when I gave it out. It's now 30. What the hell was it? 31.50. It'll probably be 40 soon. 50, 60. Boom. Great profit. Have a nice day. Or you may say, Joe, I don't even want to trade it. I don't even want to take the profit. You know what? I'm going to sit on this damn thing. I'm sitting longer. The hell with getting in and out. I'm going to sit longer. And that's okay. But when this thing goes to $40 and $50, my question, and I'll probably be looking at it and showing you, will be what did this one do simply because Neo's pumping? And that's the key, because it rides on that blockchain. It's already at 12%. Wouldn't it be hilarious? And I'm not going to say that I'm expecting this, but wouldn't it be hilarious? You're in both, because that's what the trade was. One was one, and then the other trade was the other coin. So the key and Neo are two different trades we put out. Imagine $50 Neo. Hey, it happened quick. I've almost doubled, you know, when Jay Snip gave that out. Okay, cool. And then the key has like quadrupled or something. You know, like it's up 12% today, and the other one's only up 3 or 4%. Wouldn't that be funny? It would be. But anyways, this is the site. I'll put the link up. You want to support Snippy? That's great. You don't? That's okay too. I'm still doing my YouTube videos. I'm not changing anything. I'm not going to hide anything from YouTube. I will be giving it here first when I get great information or even just good information. It goes here first. If you feel that's worth $20 a month, I love you. I'm with you. Appreciate you. Love you. If you don't give a damn, I still love you. You'll get the information, but you might get it a little later than this and the price has already risen. However, this is crypto. You may be okay with that because you realize it's going to go up even more than that. And I'm still going to give you the info. Not necessarily, and I'm not saying everything that goes in here you're going to get. But on stuff like that, I don't mind saying it because I do it all the time. But I want to make sure the people who pay get it first, and there's ample time for them to come in and get it before I do my big blabbermouth video about whatever it is I'm talking about, crypto related. you know, or particular crypto. So I think we're going to be getting into a good part of the year. I'm actually quite excited. I was going to say this, but I was like, no, I can't. They're like, oh, you're lying, you're stupid, you're faking it. Uh-oh. Power. Got some battery backups up in the house. Thank you. But like on the worst, not the worst, the day before the markets actually started to go up a bit, you know, the 28th, I think. It was like the day before that, and I just had this feeling of like, man, I feel good about cryptos. I'm like, you know, I mean, I'm seeing the market like, not really nothing to feel good about, but I almost felt like a weight was lifted, and like, you know what? I think maybe we're gonna start making some moves, and I mean like the market, for the better, positive. Like we really are. This is really about to end, or soon it will. You know, soon it will end, and times might be starting to get, you know, pretty decent again. Not again. Don't mistake those words for, wow, we did have a great round. Joe, middle of July was great. It really worked. And then a big sell-off happens. Don't mistake that for that, because that's going to happen over and over and over again. You and I just have to be smart enough, if we're trying to get in and out, and some of this we will be. When do we do it? How much is enough? And wait for the correction, and then dip, and then get back in again. And then maybe you've added 25% more Litecoin or this coin or that coin, or you've added 50% more something else. And now your stash has doubled or is up whatever percent. And I mean your trading stash. Again, don't use your HODL coins for this. You need to have your HODL coins that never get touched. But your trading coins, maybe you got 15, 10, 20% stashed aside for that. Joe, I'm playing with them. Let's go. You're going to give some calls. You're going to do some stuff. I'm doing it. And then we try to ride that market up. Boom. Sell off. Sit back, guys. I think a big correction is coming. Goes back down. Jump back in again. So we can add a little bit more. But again, don't do that with your big stash. So that's the name of the game. I feel like it's about to go down. Like it's about to happen soon. I'm actually kind of pumped. Even though the market still isn't exactly the prettiest thing you ever stared at right now. I'm just feeling like it's coming. It really is. And I want to capitalize on that with you. Everything that I end up posting in here. Hey, this coin, that coin, I got it. Everything I tell you, you could be rest assured I'm doing. I'm in. It just happened, guys. I just helped. I just got these, and along with Michelle White Dove, she thinks such and such. I jumped in. And you know what? Here's why I think it's going to work out. And again, I'll put that in there. And if you say, well, Joe, I don't care, psychics, I don't want to follow that, then don't follow the call. But also, don't be upset if that call is great and you missed out. Of course, I won't know that. You just keep it to yourself. Maybe next time you'll say, you know what, Joe, next time they say something, I think I'm going to try it. I'll give it a whirl. I'll give it a shot. Right? So, that's it. I think I have one more video I wanted to talk about, but that's for tomorrow. And that's like political stuff. Again, I talked to my live stream about it a little bit. This LGBT thing that they're trying to push in school, and the parents said, well, what are you showing our kid? I want to see it. No, we can't. We won't show you. You're going to effing show me. If you can show it to a child, my child, I want to see what you're showing them. I want to talk a little bit about that, but that's for tomorrow morning. Anyways, support me if you want. Don't if you don't want. There's no hard feelings. I love you guys. I want to just take my what I'm doing in life another place. And remember, I'm thinking Cliff High. Enterprise Joe 2020, man. I don't know what the hell that was. He's never been wrong. He's never been wrong when he talked about me personally in the webbot. Not yet. Now, there's only 3 things so far. The first 2 are spot on. Already happened. Last one was Enterprise Joe circa 2020. I think you and I would agree, whatever the hell it is, it's got something to do with crypto. And imagine if we get there with starting with this right now, and this turns into something greater. And we can all benefit from whatever the hell it is. We'll see. Take care.